Welcome everybody to part 6 of mixing with stock Cubase plugins, where we're doing an entire mix with nothing but stock plugins in Cubase, and then we are also going to do the same mix of the same song with nothing but Waves plugins, as well as Slate digital plugins, and then at the end we will compare the three mixes. So today we're going to take a look at backing vocals, and with backing vocals, all I'm going to really do is make a little bit of space for them, but also clear out space for the lead vocal and the keys and guitar parts, because some of the frequencies kind of fight each other. And I just want to start by showing you that these are all panned hard left and right, so that way I could leave, basically I'm clearing out the center for the lead vocals. And I'm not going to do much processing on the track level. I'm just going to do processing on the bus level. In fact, on the track level, I won't do anything. So let's go ahead and get started and take a listen.
Finally alone, the peace of mind that I've been searching for. All I seem to hear is the sound of your laughter. And if you believe that I don't think about you should know it's hard to be so far without you. And when you hold my hand, it doesn't matter how far I may be. No, I'm wrong. I was there like a star. Always lives in your heart. So let's enjoy our time. I'ma lean on you, you lean on me. So good when we're together. Hey, now you should know I won't lose my way. Love always saves me. Love always saves me. Wherever I go, I lay, I should know I won't lose my way. Finally alone, the peace of mind that I've been searching for. All I seem to hear is the sound of your laughter. And if you believe that I don't think about you should know it's hard to be so far without you. And when you hold my hand, it doesn't matter how far I may be. No, I'm wrong. I was there like a star. So let's enjoy our time. I'ma lean on you, you lean you believe that I don't think about you? You should know it's hard to be so far without you. And when you hold my hand, it doesn't matter how far I may be. No, I'm wrong. I was there like a star. Gift of the present always lives in your heart. So let's enjoy our time. I'ma lean on you, you lean on me. So good when we're together. Hey, now you should know I won't lose my way. Your love always saves me. Your love always saves me. Wherever I go, wherever I lay, by now you should know I won't lose my way. Your love always saves me. Your love always saves me. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. We
Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing there. As always, adding some of this tube drive on there, just barely mixing it in there, just enough to get a little bit of that warmth. I think this is less than anything else. Let's take a look here at the other channels. Yeah, pretty much this is less drive than any other channel. And that's just because I really just want just a very subtle touch of this in there. The Magneto 2, I was gonna experiment with some of the different presets, but as I was listening, I realized I just liked the default sound. It sounded pretty good on it. As far as EQ, before I talk about EQ, let's just say that the tape sound actually kind of helps out that some of the sibilants. So I don't really need a de-esser on these vocals or anything. I don't think, at least. I don't need a lot of the body of these vocals because I don't want that to fight with any of the low end of like the guitars and keys or the lead vocals. So I high passed all the way up to 230 hertz. I cut out some muddiness here around 470, 480. And the reason I chose that is because, for one, I've been cutting that out of mostly everything except for the keys. And since I boosted this frequency in the keys, it also just kind of helps the keys sound fit better in that little pocket right there. The reason I cut around 2 to 3K is because that is where the lead vocal is going to have a lot of energy. So I wanted to make some room, so I cut about 4.5 dB out of that. And just to make this vocal sound a little less muddy and just brighten it up, I did a small shelf here at about 8K. Then I used the auto gain like I've been using just to have the level matching happen. And then I used one of the best compressors in Cubase. Actually, all the compressors are great, but I really like this one and the tube one. You could see that I've used that on mostly everything here. And this one's just so easy to use. So I used an auto release, medium attack time, pretty more on the faster side, and a light ratio, just 2 to 1, getting about 3 dB of compression, sometimes a little more. And this just really just brings the vocals together and glues all those tracks together and helps it sit better in the mix. And then other than that, the one exception to the all stock plugins is the vocal reverb that I used, which is the UAD EMT 140 plate, using plate B, which is kind of a darker plate. Just wanted to shorten the reverb tail a little bit, filtered out some of the low end, kept it 100% wide, used a little bit of the modulation, just a little bit, and quite a bit of pre-delay because I want to separate the verb from the vocal itself. Then on the channel, I just rolled out the low end and the top end. Real simple. Dialed it back about minus 10 dB. It could probably go down a little bit more. And I think that just made it sit a lot better. It has more space. It's not muddy like it was before, as you could hear when I was A-Bing the plugins. It has a little bit more energy. And best of all, it's not going to fight with the lead vocals when we get to it. So this was a really simple video. I think the backing vocals was one of the easiest things to mix out of this entire mix so far. As you can see, I had to adjust the keys a little bit because I thought they were a little bit loud. Some spots they're too quiet. So when I get to automation, which I'll probably do off camera, I'll definitely do some volume rides there on the organs at least. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you could give it a thumbs down. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion, as I always say. If you really liked it, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you once again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.